Before I start, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear how this story hits you. It was one of those nights I'll never forget, the kind that starts like any other, but ends with your world quietly, irreversibly shifting. We were at a friend's party, the kind of gathering filled with laughter, music, and the soft clinking of glasses. I thought it would be fun, a night out, just us. I noticed her before anyone else did. She stood near the drinks table, laughing in that effortless way that had drawn me to her years ago. But then she saw me, and something in her expression made my stomach tighten. She walked over, eyes sparkling in a way that seemed rehearsed. "I'm back with my ex," she said, smiling like it was the most casual thing in the world. I didn't react. Not because I wasn't shocked, but because my brain froze. Words disappeared. My chest tightened and the room seemed to tilt. Around us, people laughed, music played, but my mind went silent. I couldn't process the meaning of her words. Back with her ex? After everything? Okay? I finally managed, forcing a calmness I didn't feel. She laughed, brushing my discomfort off as though it were a small joke. But inside I felt my heart cracking, each beat echoing a quiet disbelief. I stayed with her through the night, smiling when I had to, nodding when she spoke, but every word, every gesture felt hollow. After that night I started noticing things subtle, almost invisible. Missed calls she couldn't explain, texts that disappeared when I glanced at her phone, little lies that seemed harmless at the time. "I'm just meeting a friend. Work ran late. I forgot to mention it." I questioned myself first. Am I imagining this? Am I being paranoid? But the unease never left. Then came the first undeniable sign. A message she left open on her laptop. "Can't wait to see you tonight." Last time felt amazing. My hand shook as I read and reread it, each word hitting harder than the last. I felt sick, not just at the betrayal but at how blind I had been. I confronted her the next morning. She didn't deny it. She simply sighed, shoulders slumping, and said, "It wasn't supposed to happen like this. I didn't plan it, but it's complicated." Her words cut me deeper than any anger could. Complicated. That single word turned our years together into fragile glass, easily shattered by her choices. In the days that followed, everything we shared became suspect. Every laugh, every touch, every "I love you" replayed in my mind with a bitter undertone. I remembered moments I thought were genuine, the way she held my hand during storms, the nights we stayed up talking. But now each memory felt tainted by the knowledge that she had divided her heart without me knowing. I watched her more closely. I noticed the subtle changes in behavior, the way she guarded her phone, the slight tension when she returned from errands, the faint scent of someone else's cologne on her scarf. I questioned myself constantly, wondering if I was overreacting, if I had done something to push her away. But deep down I knew the truth. I just hadn't accepted it yet. One night I found undeniable evidence. Hidden in a folder on her laptop were messages, pictures, and conversations she hadn't intended me to see. My chest tightened as I scrolled, the weight of betrayal pressing down. I felt a mixture of anger, heartbreak, and disbelief, but also a strange sense of clarity. This wasn't about paranoia anymore. It was real and I had to face it. When I confronted her again, it wasn't explosive. There were no screams, no dramatic accusations. She sat across from me, tears in her eyes, and said quietly, "I never wanted to hurt you. I didn't mean for it to go this far. I wanted to hate her, to make her feel the pain she had caused." But all I felt was exhaustion. A deep, bone-weary ache that comes from realizing someone you love can betray you and still expect your forgiveness. I realized I didn't need to react with anger to assert my strength. My silence, my calm, was enough. In the weeks that followed, I reflected on everything. I remembered how much I had loved her, how much I had trusted her, and how easily that trust had been broken. I recognized that my love wasn't enough to make her stay faithful, and that sometimes people choose the path that suits them, regardless of the consequences for those they hurt. Eventually I made my choice. I didn't yell, I didn't chase her. I stepped back. I reclaimed my life, piece by piece, rebuilding trust in myself and my own judgment. The pain didn't disappear overnight. It still lingers in quiet moments, but I learned to carry it with dignity, rather than letting it consume me. Looking back now, I see that night at the party as a turning point. The moment she smiled and said she was back with her ex wasn't just about her betrayal. It was the moment I realized my worth, the moment I understood that love doesn't always protect you from heartbreak, and that self-respect sometimes means walking away, even when it hurts. If you've ever felt blindsided by someone you trusted, you know how sharp the ache can be. But you also learn something vital. Betrayal doesn't define you. Your response does. Staying true to yourself, protecting your heart, and finding strength in silence. That's how you survive and eventually how you heal. I didn't react at the party, but I didn't need to. Silence became my power. And from that silence, I rebuilt a life that belonged to me, learning to trust again. Not others blindly, but myself.